All right. Fastest 15 minutes on the internet, fastest 15 minutes in social media. My name is Judson Powell. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Please hit all the buttons for me. Thank you very much. Um, okay, today is going to kind of be a hodgepodge because, like, I've just been reading a lot of stuff and, you know, I just want y'all to catch up on what I'm catching up on, kind of thing. Does that make sense? All right. So, my first thing is this Daniel Cameron dude, the Kentucky Attorney General, and I like just read this article, and this dude, he's a liar. You know, he's the and one of the adages that we have in law. I put on my lawyer cap. I got on my cap, but my cap is because I'm getting my hair done, and so right in the middle of it. And so I got a lot of new growth out there. Anyway, but here's the thing. Now, in the law, when you lie, it's assumed if you get caught in a lie, it's assumed that everything else you say out of your mouth is a lie. So Daniel Cameron lied about the evidence that he presented to the grand jury. Okay, we don't, and of course we don't know exactly what it is. Now, I don't agree with necessarily like the whole thing about, disclosing everything that happened in the grand jury. The reason why I don't necessarily agree with that is because then people won't come forward. It's just almost like, because you got to understand, grand jurors are really snitches. Okay, let's be honest, let's be real, because they're going in under a closed room, and they're saying what they know, but you don't want everybody to know who was there or what they said. Now the transcript is there, and I agree. Like after a few years, yeah, okay, release the transcripts, nothing wrong with that. Okay, but here's the mistake that Mr. Dan made. All right, it's like, but it appears that somebody paid him off, and I mean that's the appearance that he's giving. He's giving the appearance that somebody either got in his ear, or paid him off. Because here's what really should have been done. All right, first of all, he has a body. Breeona Taylor is dead, so he's got a body. It's not whether or not somebody died or whether or not somebody, and he knows, from ballistics and everything else who did it and all that kind of stuff. So his thing should have been, look, put the highest, this is how it usually works. You put the highest charge on the table, and then you say, look, and then you can decide whether he's also guilty of lesser and included, or the officers are guilty of lesser or included offenses. The charge that he, that little, I can't even remember the name of the charge. In fact, I don't even think I ever heard of that charge. But the problem is what? The problem is that he allowed these people to walk free. Now, I don't know if the police union or whoever it was that allowed him to go free, but somebody allowed him to go free and allowed these police officers to go free. And it's wrong. But what should have been done, like I said, you put all the charges on the table, you say, okay, lesser included offenses, whatever, and you let the people decide. Or you just indict them all on murder and then allow whoever, tries the case at trial, because that's what the system is. The system is supposed to be what? You get tried before a jury of your peers, and they get to decide. And if they're not guilty, and that's another thing, if they're not guilty, he's off the hook. He should have, and I can't understand for the life of me. I really can't. I just can't understand for the life of me why he didn't do that. That's simple. Takes him off the hook. And that's why I say it appears that somebody got in his ear or got in his pocket or both. Because he never even put, for the other two officers, from what I'm reading, he never even put the charges on the table. And even for the officer that's accused, and we're starting to get more and more stuff that's coming out, like the neighbor, this wasn't in the article, but the neighbor came out and said she went outside. She was like, what's going on? She was like, a drug, and the officer called her a drug dealer. called her a drug dealer. So they went in there, guns ablazing, saying that this girl was already a drug dealer, and then shot her in her sleep. Even if she was a drug dealer, even if she was whatever, why didn't you just, she was asleep? And then they try to say that he shot at, that her boyfriend shot at the police. He didn't know. If it was no knock, no knock, and you sitting there in your house and all of a sudden somebody busts your front door open, you gonna shoot at them too. I mean, it's illogical to think that somebody would not defend their house. And then let's put it like this. And then why is the judge, if there is a no-knock warrant, why is that warrant not the center of attention? That warrant should be the center of attention. And unfortunately, Trump and Bill Barr, the Attorney General of the United States, should be trying this case federally, because we know that there is no justice in Kentucky. There's too much ambiguity in this entire situation for Kentucky to handle this. And if he would have handled it the way I said, just put everybody up for murder and then let the jury, settle it. Let them sort it out. But for you to sort it out ahead of time and then come up with a bogus BS charge, and then the dude is like got these whatever, I forget what you call it, cash, but he's collecting money so he can retire and move and all this kind of stuff. Why? He's a murderer. Allegedly. But he's a murderer. Allegedly. I mean, come on, y'all. This is like, but we got Bill Barr and Trump in there. Barr ain't gonna take this dude to court. That's his job. When the system doesn't work in localities, the Department of Justice, the Attorney General of the United States is supposed to step in and take these people to court, including Daniel Cameron. He should be put up on charges. He perjured himself. He's guilty of perjury. Where are all these? I mean, come on now. And these dudes are going to walk free? And the judge that signed the no-knock warrant, I want to see the warrant. I have not seen the warrant. I've looked for it. I have not seen the warrant. If there was a no-knock warrant, then you got to have what? You got to have proof. To sign a no-knock warrant, you have to have proof. Right? This is an ongoing criminal operation. We know that they are selling drugs out of this house all day, every day. You got two, at the most, low-level drug deals. They don't give no-knock warrants for low-level drug deals. They shouldn't. Why? And then you go in guns a-blazing and shoot an innocent person. All right, I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to leave it right there. Okay, so now, like I said, it's a hodgepodge of stuff today. And then the next thing on my mind is all my woke people. All my brilliant woke people. First of all, do not come at me talking to me about not voting. I don't want to hear it no more. I posted a picture on my Facebook page of Medgar Evers. Google him. Google Medgar Evers. In fact, I posted a picture of him lying in state in his casket. All right? I'm just telling you right now. People died. The Freedom Riders, etc., 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 etc. People have died so that you could vote. So stop coming at me with that BS. The other thing is, stop telling me that the system was not created for us. We created the system. Do you realize when the Constitutional Convention was going on, do you know who wrote the Constitution, basically? I keep trying to tell y'all, they stole everything from us. Democracy is an African concept. It is not European. It is not Greek. It is not Roman. It is an African concept. Democracy. That's the only thing that they changed about our concept was what? They added slavery to it. So what? So they could change the universal law of cause and effect and the universal law of action. So they wouldn't have to work. They lazy. John Hanson was really the first president of the United States, a black man, a Moor. For all y'all folks, I know, all y'all that don't like the Moors or whatever, Okay? And Benjamin Banneker, who laid out the Capitol, all of the stuff on the Capitol, what is it? It's all Kemetic. It's Kemetic spirituality. It is a spell. Oh, God. Sometimes I get it. What is it? I forget how to pronounce the word. But sometimes I'm like, go and study and read and stop being a meme society. Most of those memes on the internet are wrong. They're not telling you what's really real. Benjamin Banneker laid out the design for the Capitol. It is a Kemetic spell. We got what? You even have, and I know people get mad when I talk about this, but you got the penis of a czar is the Washington Monument. Go pull up those pictures of Washington with his left foot forward wearing Masonic garb. And I try to tell y'all all the time, the Moors and the Masons are our stuff. It's our stuff. It's our science. And I started learning about this back in 2000. I've been studying this stuff for 20 years. I'm telling you that everything that happens is all African or all Alkebulan. They didn't make this stuff up. They didn't come up with it. They stole it from us. So stop talking about the system ain't, and in fact, when before the Constitutional Convention, most of the people that were legislators were black. And go back and research all of the black legislators that there were, but they didn't give them any credit. They wiped them out of history. They eradicated them from history just like they done everything else. Stop imagining all of these things. Oh, the system wasn't designed for me, so I ain't voting. Bull crap. The system was designed by you, by your ancestors. And the other thing, by not following what your ancestors said, you disrespect them. See, the idea, and I put also thing, the idea behind having an ancestor table or admiring your ancestors or doing what? What is it? So that they'll show up and help you. But if you sitting up there talking about them, you think they gonna help you for what? They off in the universe. They having fun. They wherever they wanted to be, traveling well. So right now, I'm gonna need y'all to call on their spirit so that they'll come down and help us get out of this bull crap and stop talking stupid. That's the whole thing behind it. Universal oneness. And that's why they kick our butt every time. Because y'all see how the Republicans back Trump, they impeached Trump and they still didn't get rid of him. He's a treasonous crook, tax invader, rapist, all of that stuff, allegedly. But they ain't gonna turn him in. They ain't gonna say one word against him. You see old Mitch McConnell and all of them. That's why and Daniel Cameron and that AG in Kentucky. That's why they ain't gonna mess with him. Cause he on their side. Fastest 15 minutes is up. I love y'all. Just come on, y'all. Just please, just research the stuff. Research it. Y'all ain't gotta believe nothing I say, but just research it. Anyway, Fast 15 Minutes is up. I'm Judson Powell. Like button, subscribe button, but most of all, what? Hit the love button.